Hey, good Wednesday afternoon. It's a beautiful day here in Conroe. I'm Mike Sasser. I'm the host of The Health Hour. You're listening to The Health Hour right here on Lone Star Community Radio. Coming to you live from downtown Conroe. It's, again, a beautiful day out there, looking good. Starting to heat up a little bit. The temperatures, I think, are around about 89, maybe approaching 90 degrees. Full-time sunshine, and so I want to take just a moment and talk about heat-related illness. Jumping into it just right off the bat here. I was out walking today. I walk in the park. That's my exercise routine, if you will, activity routine. Walking in the park about 10:30 this morning, and I was already working up a sweat. So, if you're working out in the heat, you're working outside today. Again, you have full-time sunshine, a lot of exposure there. Be sure and hydrate if you can. Take a break, get out of the heat, get out of the direct sunlight, and if you can get into a little bit of AC for a few minutes or what. Do that. Look out for your coworkers. Make sure that they're not overheating. Some signs of that is dizziness, maybe a little less sweating, clammy skin. Just look out for heat-related illness. Frustration. Getting frustrated on a job, that happens all the time. But that is also, believe it or not, a sign of heat-related illness. So look out for your coworkers. Look out for the people around you, and have them look out for you. And let's not overheat. Tomorrow is the first day of fall, and think about it. We're still getting into the 90s here. Good old Texas, good old summertime in Texas is just is something else. So anyway, hey, welcome to the Health Hour. It's an hour of health news you can use. Again, coming to you live from Conroe, Lone Star Community Radio. You're listening to us here on the internet, which is, by the way, if you need that website to pass along to your family or friends, it's www.irlongstar.com. You can listen to the Health Hour as well as many other great shows right here on this station, community station. We're here in Montgomery County, Texas, but the cool thing about the internet is you can be listening anywhere. You can be listening. I have friends in Canada. I have friends in Belize. I have friends all over. And if you're listening, hit me up on Facebook today and let me know you're listening. I'll give you a shout out. Here on the air, on the internet, and say hello. So, hey, what do I have lined up for you today on the Health Hour? Well, I just talked a little about heat-related illness, just jumped into that, but I think that you're going to like this. I looked up this survey, actually more of a study, if you will, an article. Okay, it was an article on the internet. Love the internet. Anything and everything you ever want on the internet is out there. But I found 17 foods that will boost your metabolism and help you burn that unwanted fat. Yes, that is right. Why am I talking about this? Well, it's a health hour, but I'm also a local author. I live here on Lake Conroe, and about a year ago, I published a book. It's called Simple, Inexpensive, and Painless Weight Loss. It is my true story. I don't like to really call it a diet book, so to speak, but I dropped about 30 pounds in about 60 days. It was a little aggressive, but I found a way to do it with simple and inexpensive foods. And not going to the gym every day, not spending a lot of money on high-priced packaged foods, not high-priced exercise equipment, things like that. So I did it. I was successful. I wrote a book about it, and that was over 2 years ago, and I have been able to keep the weight off. So again, Simple, Inexpensive, Painless Weight Loss is a book I wrote. It's out there on Amazon. Matter of fact, the Barnes & Noble in the Woodlands has it, and you can pick it up there, and yeah. So that's why I talk a lot about, how to help you, number one, eat, good nutritional foods. Number two, how to lose weight. And just overall well-being. That's what the Health Hour is all about. And then I do a segment that I call Restaurant Reports. And each week I get a list of the actual inspections from the Montgomery County health inspectors. And each week they go out and they inspect the restaurants and just anywhere that prepares food that we, the public, will go and eat at. And so I get these reports, and guess what? I know what the scores are. I know what these restaurants score on their reports. And so I share those with you each week. I have the ones that do good. I love to start with a positive, by the way. And then I have the ones that did not so good, at least while the inspector's out there. I like to think that these restaurants will, fix things and get things right before the next inspection. And actually, sometimes they correct the items right there at the time of inspection. So anyway, that is the restaurant reports. That's coming up a little bit later on in the show. And then the other weekly segment that I do is weekly grocery ads. And this week I'm featuring HEB. I stopped there at the HEB right here in Conroe and picked up one of their sales papers. These papers come out every Wednesday. They are good for a week. The items in here are on sale. They are good till next Tuesday. So if you're making out your grocery list or anything like that, and by the way, you can find these things online as well. Just look up HEB weekly ad, and it'll pop up. Just Google. Google is a wonderful thing, and you make out your grocery list. But I'll look through here and find out some things that maybe are on sale that are healthy for you and your family to eat. So like We'll do that and see what's out there. So that's what I have coming up for you on the Health Hour today. And we are going to take our first break, pay a few bills. So when you come back, we're going to find out 17 foods that will actually boost your metabolism.
Montgomery County. It's 6 a.m. and all you can do is think about hitting that snooze button. But don't. Wake up with me, your morning radio host of Mornings with Lone Star, Dick. Every weekday morning from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Lone Star Community Radio, join me for some music, talk, interviews, giveaways, and of course Montgomery County's weather and traffic. I'm here to make your morning start. Every weekday morning, online at irlonestar.com and Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1 with Mornings with Lone Star.
At Jazzy Junk, volunteers reclaim, restore, and recycle. Jazzy Junk is a non-profit resale storefront where you will discover wonderful, unique finds at very affordable prices on furniture, antiques, books, art, home decor, and more. When you shop Jazzy Junk, you support New Danville, a community for adults with developmental disabilities. We receive new donations daily, so plan a visit to Jazzy Junk today to find that perfect item or gift. Our motto is here today, gone today. So remember to hurry in and shop often for the best selection. Jazzy Junk is located in the outlets at Conroe on Lake Conroe Road and I-45 North. Call 936-441-4500 or visit our website, jazzyjunk.org. That's JUNQUE for more information and store hours.
If you are looking to start a career, you can start your professional life in the U.S. Army. I am Staff Sergeant Stephen Jackson. My fellow soldiers and I can talk with you about learning high-tech skills in electronics and computers as a soldier. Interested in the medical field? The Army has skilled medical and dental jobs that set you up for future success. Come visit us at 2109 West Davis Street, directly behind the Whataburger on Highway 105, or give us a call at 936-756-7002.
Bullying is a big issue in today's schools, and conflict is a big issue in today's world. In order to empower school-age children and help them come up with creative ways to approach conflict and say no to bullies, the Dispute Resolution Center of Montgomery County is hosting a Conflict Resolution Day bookmark art contest for Montgomery County children in grades K through 8. The submission deadline for entries is October 3rd, and an award ceremony will take place on October 21st. Cash prizes will be awarded. For more information, please visit resolution-center.org.
Hey, welcome back to the Health Hour. I'm Mike Sasser. I'm your host of the Health Hour. This is a weekly show every Wednesday at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. right here on Lone Star Community Radio. And it's a live show coming to you live, sitting here in the studio, downtown Conroe. Beautiful day out there. And if you're listening, you're probably listening on the internet, which is that website is www.irlongstar.com. But I have some exciting news coming in just the very near future. I'm talking like weeks from now, like a couple of weeks, we're going to be going FM. So you'll be able to tune in on your radio FM dial, or your in your boat, on your motorcycle, if you're walking in the park and you're listening to the radio, you want to listen to the Health Hour while you're walking in the park. Absolutely, catch up on the latest health trends and nutrition, things like that. You'll be able to listen to us on FM, and you'll catch us at FM 104.5 or 106.1, and that is coming up in just like literally a couple of weeks. The studio is already rearranged and changed around a little bit, and they are installing the equipment and stuff like that. So it's exciting right here around the studio. So it's really, really cool. So anyway, the Health Hour every Wednesday, 1 p.m. And by the way, if you want to get in touch with me, maybe you have a question or comment. Maybe you're in kind of the health industry. You want to, you're in the nutrition industry, or maybe you're training for the Ironman coming up, or you're athlete, whatever it is. You might want to be a guest on a show. You can share things with the community to benefit them as far as their health and well-being. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to maybe have you on the show. So how do you get in touch with me? The best way is to go to my website, which is www.mikesasser.com. That's MikeSasser. Those are S's in Sam.com. MikeSasser.com. I have a contact Mike page on there, or link actually. You click that, and guess what? You can email me direct, you can Facebook me, or you can tweet me on Twitter. I have a Twitter account. I'm just that cool. Twitter account. It's out there. So anyway, that's the way you get in touch with me. That's the way you get involved with the Health Hour. By the way, you want to sponsor the Health Hour. We're always looking for sponsors. I mean, the lights are turned on, the electricity's running, so we have bills to pay around here. So, hey, you can also sponsor the Health Hour. All right, getting back to the show. Again, I always surf the internet. I like to find things that are local in the community and talk about community things. But there's times where I surf the internet and look for trends or reports or studies or just articles that are out there that may benefit you and your family when it comes to health and well-being. And I ran across one that, let me back up just a little bit. I'm not going to give you my age, but I kind of got into the 50s here not so long ago. All right. Yep. That old. And I began to see that my metabolism apparently had slowed down, if not stopped. I mean, I could walk by food and it seemed like I would gain weight. And if you're experiencing that, if your metabolism is slow, I have found an article out there that suggests 17 foods that actually will boost your metabolism and help you burn unwanted fat. Now, what does that mean? That means that, of course, exercise and activity and walking and moving, burns calories and things like that, and that's absolutely good for you. But when you can boost your metabolism, that means your body in general is just, it's burning more energy. It's burning fat. Okay, so I've got 17 foods that I'm going to share with you that will help you burn fat and get your metabolism running. So are you ready? And this is not so much a countdown, but, again, 17 of them. So we're going to stop and talk about them a little bit, okay? The first on the list, and, you see this on TV, you hear it you're reading it in magazines, you hear it on radio stations and things like that, but green tea. Green tea, first off, tea has a lot of antioxidants in it, and it's good for you. Now, I'm not talking about this good old, country boy sweet iced tea that we all love, because, that stuff is loaded with sugar. But I'm talking about, unsweet iced tea, and in particular in this article, they mentioned green tea as having antioxidants, and, it will help you speed up your metabolism, boost your metabolism, help you burn some energy, burn some fat, okay? And they went on to suggest that for all you people out there working in, let's say, an office sitting or you have like an afternoon break coming, they suggest having as the English say, a spot of green tea in the afternoon. A lot of times that's, it's after lunch, your metabolism is maybe kind of bogged down, maybe had a heavy lunch. They suggest having green tea in the afternoon to boost metabolism and get yourself going again. Maybe kind of give you a little wake up there. All right. So green tea is the first on the list for getting your metabolism running. The next on the list is spices. Now, I like this coming from Louisiana. Yes, I'm a Louisiana boy, transplant, but I've been in Texas for quite some time now. And so I like my cayenne peppers. I like my crushed red pepper. I love that stuff. I use it in almost anything that I cook. I mean, eggs in the morning. Hey, I have some cayenne pepper on them. I have crushed red pepper on them. I have Louisiana hot sauce on them. Okay, I mean, I just love my spices. But spices, and they include black pepper. Okay, they also include chili pepper, and even ground ginger will help you boost your metabolism. So these are spices that you can add into your meals and add into your recipes, if you will. Again, tomorrow's the first day of fall. Sooner or later, it's going to cool down a little bit, and one of my favorites at this time of year is chili, making a big pot of chili. So there you go. There's where that chili powder can come in. It can help you boost your metabolism and burn off a little bit of fat. Third on the list, okay, now again, we're talking about foods that will boost your metabolism. Third on the list is nuts and seeds, all right? Reason being, the omega-3 fats that are found in them, all right? You want to be careful, by the way, especially with, let's say, peanuts, almonds, those type of nuts. Just about all of them, they are high in calorie content. So you don't want to eat, let's say, a whole can of almonds, in a day sitting, because you're gonna have a high calorie content, and that has, it does have. You have to burn those calories off at some point in time. But the omega-3 fats actually help you, lower the leptin, which in turn leads to natural, faster metabolism, according to this report, according to this article here. So that's cool. Another thing that they list as far as seeds is flax seeds. I've seen that. You can put these, you can sprinkle these over. Again, you can just kind of add these to meals that you make. You can sprinkle them over a salad, add them into maybe some yogurt, give you that little crunch but just add them into things that you normally eat. And boom, there you go. You're kickstarting your metabolism. All right. Number 4 on this list is fatty fish. Now, they're not talking about, these big old catfish and fried catfish, which, again, we all love. I do too. I love fried catfish. But they're talking more of, again, the omega-3 fats that's found in, for instance, salmon. Okay, one of the number one choices there. You can also find it in halibut and other fish, but when you're eating the fish, try to find fish that are also wild caught. All right. So that omega-3 fats, they're going to help you kick off your metabolism, okay? So look, I have lots more on the list. Got 17 total, and so that means I've got, let me do my math here. I've got 13 more to go. Come on back to the Health Hour. We're going to jump right back in this list when I get back.
Heaven's Army of Resources and Recreation Center is a 501c3 nonprofit organization featuring a 10,000 square foot building located at 19325 FM 1485 West, New Caney, Texas. At Heaven's Army, we offer over 26 different services free for all ages, from karate, dance, drug and alcohol classes, anger management, parenting, food and clothing pantries, to just name a few. We are supported solely by volunteers and private donations. Our main mission is to glorify God in all that we do. At Heaven's Army, we strive to be a hand up, not a handout. Come check us out at 19325 FM 1485 West, New Caney, Texas, or call for more information at 281-689-5864. You may also learn more about Heaven's Army by visiting our website at heavensarmyofresources.com.
Hey Conroe, this is Douglas B. with Veterans Air. Want to remind you to tune into the show on October 4th at 1 p.m. We're going to be interviewing the director and deputy director of the USS Lexington. That is an aircraft carrier down in Corpus Christi, Texas, if you didn't know. And we'll be talking more about common sense for control and what other oddities come out of our minds. Remember, tune in October 4th at 1 p.m. here on your Lone Star Community Radio.
An estimated 1 in 10 births will result in a neonatal intensive care stay, also known as the NICU. Overnight, a family can find themselves and their newborn baby in a critical situation. The Mila Foundation financially and spiritually assists families in need. If you would like to volunteer or become a monthly sponsor, please visit us at www.themilafoundation.org. Again, that's www.themilafoundation.org, because every life matters.
Hey, I'm Mike Sasser, and I'm the host of the Health Hour, and welcome back to the Health Hour, a live show every Wednesday right here on Lone Star Community Radio, starting at 1 p.m., ending up at 2 p.m. That's if we don't go over. Most time we don't go over. But, yeah, the Health Hour. It's a hour of health news that you can use. And if you're listening to us online at www.irlongstar.com. If you want to get in touch with me, you can do that at my website, which is mikesasser.com. Of course, www.mikesasser.com. Hit me up with a question or a comment if you're out there listening. Find me on Facebook. It's there on my website. You can click Contact Mike. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Twitter, as well as you can email me direct. Let me know you're listening, and I'll give you a shout out here on the air. So anyway, thank you for listening, and I am currently counting down. I say I'm counting down. I'm actually sharing with you a list of 17 foods that actually will boost your metabolism to help you burn off unwanted pounds, unwanted weight. And this is really without, doing activity. Now, if you're doing activity, working in the gym, walking, washing your car, anytime you're moving, you're burning calories. So that's awesome. That's going to help you out. But I'm talking about just actually getting your body to burn, more energy, more calories by just simply eating certain kinds of food. How about that? How easy is that, right? So, okay. All right. Just a recap. We did green tea is on the list. Okay, we did spices such as black pepper, cayenne pepper, chili pepper, crushed red pepper. All right, nuts and seeds like peanuts, almonds, flax seeds. Okay, and fish, fatty fish such as omega-3 fats. Those are the good fats, by the way. There for years everybody cut out fats and said, "Oh, fat's terrible for you and bad for you and all that," but other studies suggest that the omega-3s are actually good for you. And now they're showing up where they will actually boost your metabolism. So how awesome is that? Okay, moving on with the countdown. Hemp and flaxseed oil. Okay. Again, these are things that you can add into the, your recipes or what things that you're cooking. Some suggestions here, like, you can put them into your smoothies, and things that you're baking as well. Again, they're a healthy source of essential fatty acids, okay, which in addition to metabolism are also great for skin, nails, and hair. Ladies, are you listening? All right. So not only are you going to kick up your metabolism, you're gonna have great skin, nails, and hair. All right. Again, it's some omega-3s that are found in hemp and flax oil seed. Things that you can add to your foods that you're cooking and things like that. All right. Number 6. And this kind of goes back up to number 2 in a way, but actually hot peppers, okay? But they're talking about the dried spices or actual peppers, the raw peppers. Peppers such as, again, cayenne peppers, jalapeno peppers, and habanero. If you can do habanero, those are some very, very hot peppers. But jalapenos, I like jalapeno peppers on, again, my eggs in the morning. I like them on a hot dog. Every now and then, I like a hot dog with jalapenos on them. Add them to them, and guess what? You are naturally spiking your metabolism. It's also found that when you're eating raw peppers like this, that it reduces your appetite cravings. You're not going to crave those snacks and things like that. So add a little pepper, add a little spice in your life, and you're going to be burning calories. You're going to be burning energy without even thinking about it. Okay. Number 7, and this one is everywhere. We can't do without it. Water. Water is on the list, and you say, well, how does that boost your metabolism? Well, WebMD linked water consumption of at least 17 ounces of water per day to increase metabolic rates up 30% for both males and females. 30%. Now you think about that. Think about if your bank account had 30% more money in it. Think about, if your car had 30% more gas in it. 30% is a big number. So water is important. Drink water throughout the day. Hydrate. At the top of the hour, we talked about hydrating if you're working outdoors, you're working in the heat to not overheat. So, but drink water daily. Even if you're in the office, if you're working in an air condition, you can drink water and you can boost your metabolism up to 30% just by drinking water. How cool is that? Number 8 on the list is apples. Now, I love apples, and apples they're a good, convenient snack, if you will, healthy snack. You can grab them on the go. Okay, take them with you. They're easy to consume, easy to eat, if you will. I have one of these cool slicers where you just you push it down on the apple and it cuts the core out, slices it nicely. I call it the convenience factor. Do that, and it's convenient, it's easy to eat, and apples are on the list. They'll help your metabolism. Okay, all right. We talked about this a little bit earlier, but almonds are rich in calcium. In case let's say you don't like dairy products or milk, you can find calcium in almonds, and that nutrient has long been associated with strengthening bones. We know. But it's also now credited with weight loss. So again, almonds, you want to watch out the calorie, intake there, because they are high in calories. So again, don't eat a whole can of almonds in a day's time. But that afternoon snack, that mid-morning snack, a handful of almonds, and you're getting calcium, and you're also boosting your metabolism, helping you burn some calories off there. Okay. All right, number 10. Broccoli as a fat fighter due to several vitamins, notably A, C, and K, antioxidants, and dairy fiber. Okay. Well, we know that broccoli has fiber in it. Okay, antioxidants in it. Wasn't so sure that it had the A, C, and K, but this backs it up. All right. So broccoli, you say, well, I get fresh broccoli, and next thing you know, it goes bad. And I've had that because I used to travel a lot. I'd go to the grocery store, buy a lot of great produce, and then next thing I know, I'm on the road, and I come back and I have to throw it all away. I think I saw somewhere that in America, nearly 40% of food is thrown out from spoilage. Just we don't eat it, and that's a big waste. So let me tell you how you can get around that. Broccoli and many other vegetables are found in the frozen food section. That's right. They're flash frozen. Okay. Get the ones now with no sauce added to them or anything. All right. Don't get the broccoli and cheese. Don't get the, broccoli, Mexican melody or anything like that. Just, if you get the straight up broccoli, you have the fresh broccoli, flash frozen. It's got all the nutrients, has the the antioxidants and everything there, and it's convenient. You throw it in a microwave 4 minutes or so, depending on what kind of microwave you have, and boom, you have steamed broccoli. These steamable bags is what I'm talking about. Frozen steamable bags. Simple and inexpensive. Sometimes you can find these things for sale as little as $1, and they have 2 to 3 servings in them. So that you can stretch your food dollars, eat healthy. Okay, and just have overall, again, burn fat, burn calories, just by boosting your metabolism. All right, one more, and then I think we are coming up for a break here. But on number 11 is citrus fruits. I'm talking about oranges, grapefruits, tangerines, limes, and lemons. They're all rich in vitamin C, and they show that they also help you burn fat. You may have heard before, but there are actually some diet plans out there that are based on eating grapefruit diets. I like to have a grapefruit after I've eaten or after I've walked in the park. I come back, I get a little bit of water, and I'll have maybe a quarter or a half a grapefruit, and guess what? I am boosting my metabolism. I am burning some energy. So that's what we're talking about on the Health Hour today. I have several more to go, and we're going to take a break, pay a few bills, but come on back to the Health Hour, and I'll wrap up this list for you.
Are you interested in learning more about preparing quick, healthy, and safe meals for your family? Would you like to spend time with others learning tips and tricks, along with practicing and tasting nutritious food? If so, the On the Road to Healthy Living Mobile Cooking School is for you. Call Amy Ressler at Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service at 936-539-7825 to find a class near you or volunteer to host a class.
SPCA PetSnap of Montgomery County is a 501c3 all-volunteer-based rescue and adoption organization with a no-kill policy for healthy and adoptable animals. Our goals are fourfold: to rescue and rehabilitate homeless animals, to provide a safe haven for the animals until a suitable adoption or foster care home is found or until they are reunited with their owner, to educate the public about the great need to reduce pet population, which includes the importance of having their pets spayed and neutered, and to further the cause for humane and responsible pet ownership, and to provide a low-cost spay-neuter clinic for people who are unable to afford to spay or neuter their pets otherwise. SPCA PetSnap of Montgomery County encourages you to think adoption first. You can contact us at www.spcaofmc.com.
Listen in on Mondays at noon to hear the East Montgomery County news. News from our Precinct 4 Commissioner Jim Clark, Precinct 4 Constable Rowdy Hayden, our local nonprofits, school districts, and events that matter to you, residents of Porter, New Caney, and Splendora. With your host, Margie Taylor of Taylorized PR. For more information, check us out online at facebook.com/EMC News.
Hey, welcome back to the Health Hour. I'm Mike Sasser. I'm your host of the Health Hour. It's every Wednesday at 1 p.m. right here on Community Longstar Radio. You're listening to us today at www.irlongstar.com. But hey, exciting news is you're going to be listening to us on FM in about 2 weeks from what I hear, from what I understand. They're already tearing apart the studio and putting in new equipment around here. You're going to be able to catch us on FM 104.5 or FM 106.1. And, hey, on the airwaves, in your car, wherever you're at, here in Montgomery County and other areas. But, the cool thing about the internet, and we'll still be on the internet, by the way, and the cool thing is you can listen to us anywhere on the internet that you just log into Longstar's website and hit listen live, and boom, you're there, okay? What are we doing today? Well, I am counting down, if you will, or sharing a list with you of 17 foods that actually boost your metabolism. All right. I ended up on number 11, which was citrus foods or fruits. And we're talking about oranges, grapefruits, tangerines, and things like that to help boost your metabolism. And, we're kind of closing out summer, but these are still very much in season. So you can catch these on sale. And we'll look at the weekly sales paper here from HEB, and we'll find out if some of these fruits are actually on sale. So, they're on sale, and this time of year, they're plentiful, and they're very good for you. So check it out. Oranges, grapefruits, things like that. All right, number 12 on the list, and again, we're coming into that time of year. One of my favorites again is soups. A study from Penn State University, those guys are real smart up there, they suggest that adding meals rich in liquids like soups and stews to your weekly diet to help you boost your metabolism. Okay? So vegetable soup, okay, vegetable stews, things like that. Excellent for you. Put and again, you can use these frozen vegetables. If you like fresh and you want to do all the chopping and you want to spend all that time in the kitchen, excellent. Go for it. But if you're crunched for time, like many of us are out there, you can use these frozen vegetables. Matter of fact, I saw in a grocery store just over the weekend, they have the mixture of carrots and peas and corn and all this stuff. It's all pretty much prepackaged and ready for you to go. Just make sure again that you're not buying the ones with sauce added to them or sautéed or things like that, because there you're going to start getting into sugars and sodium, extra sodium added to them and things like that. But fresh frozen vegetables, add to your soups, great for kicking up your metabolism. Number 13, whole grains. We're talking about whole grain bread and things like that. This is also good for you because it says the carbohydrates, it actually basically, it slows or prevents spikes in blood sugar and insulin levels, all right, which, and basically the carbohydrates are burned more slowly, so you don't get hungry. You're not craving that snack attack that's coming up. You're not craving that Snickers bar or something at the middle part of the day. So get some whole grains into you. And again, what are we talking about here? We're talking about brands, breads, things like that, muffins. As long as you stick with the whole grain, you're doing well. Okay, number 14 on the list is dried beans. Now, they're talking about, one of my favorites is black beans, but they also have here, the kidney beans, just about any type of dried bean. First off, it's a source of protein, and protein is a little harder for the body to break down, so it's burning more calories, if you will, to break down protein. And secondly, it boosts your metabolism. Okay, now, dried beans, I know it takes some time to get prepared to prepare. If you have dried beans, you have to either soak them overnight or things like that. So let me give you a little tip here. Okay, I use canned beans. Okay, I like canned black beans in particular, kidney beans when I'm making some chili. But you can get the canned beans. But here's what you want to do. Get you a sifter, if you will, I think that's what they called. But open your can of beans, because they're gonna be full of sodium. Okay, almost any canned goods is going to be full of sodium because that's a preservative factor. So it's going to be full of sodium. But anyway, empty your can of beans into one of these sifters, if you will, and wash them. Okay, run some cool water over them, wash them, and you're going to get rid of a lot of the sodium. And guess what? They're already cooked. They're already ready. Then you basically heat them or add them to whatever you're cooking. And you can knock down a lot of time, prep time, as far as beans. But beans is an excellent source there. Number 15 on the list is berries. And I tell you, I was just at the grocery store the other day, had a great sale on raspberries and had a great sale on strawberries. I picked up a little bit of both of them. Again, these berries, and they include blueberries. Blueberries we know is a superfood in that superfood group. Blackberries as well. But they claim here that they reduce the body's absorption of fats and starches, which can add up to quickly and add or cause weight gain or weight loss. Okay, again, we're speeding up the metabolism. We're helping the body burn fat, helping the body burn calories, and think about it. We're just eating different types of foods. We're putting these foods into our daily diet or meals, if you will. This is without exercise. This is without activities and things like that. These are things that you can do with the foods that you're eating to help you lose a little weight. Okay, so berries, add those into your diet as well. I love them, especially in the morning time. Breakfast kicking off the day, getting that metabolism revved up and running is a great time to have it. Here's one that may not be so good for your love life, but number 16 on the list is garlic. Okay, garlic is high in testosterone levels. Yep, I have a hard time saying that word. But it says it's closely related to energy production in the body. So sneak in a little garlic. I usually use garlic powder, but if you if you like to get the garlic clove and crunch it up and that type of stuff, if you're like one of those kind of cooks, then add it into your diet, and you're good to go. And number 17 on the list, guess what? This is actually not a food. Well, it is a food, I guess, but it's more of a suggestion, or in my opinion, and this is what I preach in my book, and to anybody that'll listen to me. But number 17 is to say no to sugar. The easiest way to boost your metabolism and aid your weight loss efforts is to say no to foods and drinks high in refined sugar or added sugar. I'm talking about candy and sodas and baked goods and processed foods, sugar-infused coffees and teas. Coffee is good for you. You go to Starbucks, you get a coffee, a black coffee. You have a lot of antioxidants in it. It's good for you. Now, when you start adding all of the creams and sugars and everything else to it, not only are you taking in a lot more sugar than you need, you are also kicking up your calorie content. I mean, some of the coffees, these fancy coffees that we drink nowadays, or some people drink nowadays, are loaded with calories. I'm talking about 300, 400, 500 calories in just one drink, and that is before you ever eat anything for the rest of the day. Now, how can you say no to sugar? How can you cut sugar out of your diet? That's easy. You read the nutrition labels. Read the nutrition labels on everything that you eat, basically. If you're going out to a restaurant, you can find the nutrition labels online, all right? And research it. Most all of the big chain restaurants, they have nutrition labels and their nutritional information out there. So read the nutrition labels, arm yourself with knowledge, and check out these foods that will help you burn fat by kicking up or boosting your metabolism. If you'd like to know more about this article, I found this at www.activebeats.com. Okay, and so you can go there and just look up, search 17 foods that actually boost your metabolism. That's the name of the article, and there's a lot more information there, but that's what I wanted to share with you today. Going to take another break now, pay a few bills, but hey, when you come on back, I have, guess what, restaurant reports, and that is the local restaurants here in Montgomery County. Let's see how they're doing. Come on back.
Have a legal question? Are you a resident of Montgomery County? Call 281-645-6344 to talk to a volunteer attorney from the Woodlands Bar Association. We answer the phones on the first Monday of every month at 281-645-6344 from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. to provide general legal information and information about legal resources to Montgomery County residents.
Want to check out the fastest growing sport in the world? It's right here in Conroe, Texas, and it's roller derby. Conroe Roller Derby is a nonprofit recreational league of women and men who want you to come and check out the fast-paced, hard-hitting game of roller derby. The Conroe Cutthroats practice at Rainbow Roller Rink on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. You can find our game schedule and more information on our website, www.conroerollerderby.com.
Hey, welcome back to the Health Hour. I'm Mike Sasser, host of the Health Hour, a weekly show every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Be sure and tell your friends, tell your family, tune in. You're listening to us on irlongstar.com. This is Longstar Community Radio right here in Conroe, Montgomery County, your community radio authority. That's what I'm going to call it, the radio authority right here. So the Health Hour, it's an hour of health news you can use, and it's every week, every Wednesday. Today, okay, we're talking about some really cool things. Just covered 17 foods that will help you boost your metabolism. And if you missed it, by the way, guess what? You can catch it on the podcast, okay? Just go to www.irlongstar.com. That's the radio station internet website. And look up archives, and you can catch the podcast. Usually they're up within 2 or 3 days of the live show. And you can listen to that anytime. So, yeah, every show is podcast. It's all out there. Very cool, very cool. So, all right, restaurant reports. Let's look and see who's naughty and who's nice this week, all right? I like to start with a positive. So these are restaurants in Montgomery County that was inspected last week. Yep, these are very recent inspections, okay? And these are the restaurants that had zero issues while the inspector was out there, okay? The Pizza Shack right here in Willis, I ate there not long ago, actually. Nice little kind of Italian pizza place. Got a lot of stuff on the menu. Salads as well, okay? Matter of fact, the buffet has like a big old salad there. Really good. 100%, so hats off to those guys. Taco Bell, West Davis in Conroe, all right? I know it's a fast food place, but hey, again, 100%, no issues whatsoever. So I'm going to give those guys a pat on the back. Chilope, Chilope. Okay, you know what I'm trying to say. That restaurant on West Davis in Conroe. I have a hard time pronouncing some of these things, but anyway, they had a 100% as well. The Ferguson Sushi in Sam's Club on I-45. That's right. If you get your sushi from there in Sam's Club, 100%. They're doing a great job. They're keeping things clean. They're keeping it on the up and up for you and your family. All right. Longhorn on I-45 there in the Woodlands, 100%. Good job, guys. Great steak place, by the way. All right. And the Fish Place on Rayford in the Woodlands, 100%. All right. Excellent. Excellent. Restaurants that didn't do so well last week, okay? And we're talking about anything from dishes not being sanitized, okay, to, yep, and this was on one of the reports, dead roaches being swept up in the kitchen, all right? So, who did not do so great last week, okay? Khan's Sushi Steakhouse in the Woodlands scored a 74%, and then Rita's Cantina, that's in Pinehurst, by the way. Again, this is all over Montgomery County. There are a lot of restaurants in Montgomery County, okay? Imagine that. They scored a 71%. So come on, guys. Get it right. Get it straight, all right? We want a nice, clean place when we go out and have dinner or lunch and, make it healthy for us, okay? If you are, by the way, wondering what your restaurant that you like to eat at, what their report says, you can request it. Sometimes they have it up on the wall, and it's up in the plain view, or you can ask probably ask the manager. But anyway, you can request what their ask for their recent health inspection report, and so you can see these things just like I do on a weekly basis. Okay, I was at Rico's Hacienda there in Alden Bridge in the Woodlands, and I had a very good dinner there, but I was looking at their menu for healthy items, and I ran across shrimp and vegetables. It's Gulf shrimp, and it's sauteed with fresh broccoli. We talked about broccoli earlier, zucchini, mushrooms, onions, and carrots. If you're looking for something that's healthy for you, all right. So hey, there's the restaurants. Get out there, support these folks and everything, and again, look for the healthy things on the menu. Search their websites for nutritional values, and enjoy. So we're going to take one more break and come right back. We're going to do a little bit of the weekly ads and close out the show. So come on back.
Are you interested in learning more about preparing quick, healthy, and safe meals for your family? Would you like to spend time with others learning tips and tricks, along with practicing and tasting nutritious food? If so, the On the Road to Healthy Living Mobile Cooking School is for you. Call Amy Ressler at Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service at 936-539-7825 to find a class near you or volunteer to host a class.
Hey Conroe, this is Douglas B. with Veterans Air. Want to remind you to tune into the show on October 4th at 1 p.m. We're going to be interviewing the director and deputy director of the USS Lexington. That is an aircraft carrier down in Corpus Christi, Texas, if you didn't know. And we'll be talking more about common sense floor control and what other oddities come out of our minds. Remember, tune in October 4th at 1 p.m. here on your Lone Star Community Radio.
Hey, welcome back to the Health Hour. I'm Mike Sasser, host of the Health Hour, and this is a weekly show right here on Lone Star Community Radio. You're listening to us at www.irlongstar.com. If you'd like to get in touch with me, by the way, you can do that at my website, mikesasser.com. Click on a link that says Contact Mike, and you can email me, Facebook me, or hit me up on Twitter. Tweet me on Twitter, if you will, and I would love to hear from you, your questions, your comments, and maybe if you'd like to be on the show, if you're into the health scene, and we'll talk about it. We'll definitely talk about it. Looking quickly here at the weekly grocery ads, and by the way, I stopped by H-E-B here in Conroe and picked up one of their ads today. They come out every Wednesday, if you didn't know that, and it's good for a week and has things on sale. I like to look through here and try to find a few healthy choices there for you and your family. And, we talked about this earlier in the 17 foods that boost your metabolism. But guess what? Apples are on sale. All right. Tangerines are on sale. This, again, at H-E-B. We didn't talk about this, but peaches are on sale. Again, these are great sources of nutrients and good for you. Mini carrots are on sale as well. Spinach. Organic spinach is on sale. So there is some things that you can look for. And by the way, you don't have to go by the store to pick up one of these papers. You can always find it online at their website. Just go to H-E-B, Google H-E-B weekly grocery ad, and a lot of times it'll ask you for maybe a zip code. You put in the zip code wherever you're at, and it'll pull up your local weekly grocery ad. It'll help you make your grocery list. And if you make a grocery list, you're not roaming the aisles and buying all this stuff that you probably don't need. In other words, you can definitely come out with a little healthier choices for you and your family out there. So that is what the Health Hour is all about. Okay, and again, we come to you live from Conroe here every Wednesday at 1 p.m. And if you want to get in touch with us, you want to get in touch with me. Maybe you'd like to sponsor the show. Maybe you like, hey, I like what the Health Hour is doing. I want to get involved, and you want to sponsor the show. Contact myself at mikesasser.com. Hey, contact the radio station here as well. You can go to their website, www.irlongstar.com. Another exciting thing is, and again, don't forget, in about 2 weeks, we're going to be live on FM, your FM dial at 104.5 or 106.1. Okay, and that's exciting. We're looking forward to that. Okay, so I would like to thank you very much for listening to the Health Hour. Next week, going to be coming up with a whole new show. New show. My tongue is getting tied. I've been on air for an hour now, seems like. So, so tune in, tell your friends, tell your family, check us out. All right, the Health Hour every Wednesday, 1 p.m. on Lone Star Community Radio. Appreciate you listening. Have a great week, and make some healthy choices for you and your family out there. And come on back next week. We'll have a brand new show for you. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for checking out this production on Lone Star Community Radio, Montgomery County's radio station. For more information on this show and other shows on Lone Star, check us out online at irlonestar.com. If you're interested in sponsoring a program on Lone Star Community Radio and reaching the local audience of Montgomery County on FM, internet, and TV media, please call 936-647-5747 or contact us online at irlonestar.com. This recording is a Lone Star Community Radio production, produced by the show host and Dick Schisler of Lone Star Community Radio. Interested in volunteering as a music DJ or starting your own talk show? Contact Dick Schisler at dick@irlonestar.com or by phone at 936-647-5747.